Have you ever wondered how prevalent anxiety is among teenagers today? Here are 7 expert-backed ways to curb anxiousness in teens. Welcome to the Psychology and Physical Training channel. Understanding teenage anxiety and stress. It's a question that might surprise you with its answer. According to the National Institutes of Health, about 1/3 of adolescents aged 13 to 18 are expected to encounter an anxiety disorder. Now that's a significant number, but let's take a step back and understand why. The teenage years are often packed with new experiences, challenges, and changes. It's a time of intense growth, exploration, and learning. So, feeling anxious? It's a typical response. In fact, anxiety can even be a constructive force. It can act as a catalyst, pushing teenagers to perform at their best and prepare for demanding situations like public speaking or a crucial sports event. Yet, when it becomes overwhelming, it's crucial to address it. So let's explore some expert-backed ways to curb this anxiety. Push your limits. First up, experts suggest pushing your limits. Imagine a world where we all conquer our fears by taking small but firm steps towards them. It's about gradually challenging ourselves with activities that may initially provoke anxiety. Start small, set attainable goals. Maybe it's speaking up in class, or perhaps it's going for a solo walk in the park. The idea here is to create a stepping stone approach towards more intricate tasks. It's like building a ladder to reach the stars, one rung at a time. Every small victory over an anxiety-inducing situation is a confidence booster, a validation that you can indeed handle it. With consistent exposure to these situations, you'll find yourself becoming more adaptable, more resilient. The anxiety associated with these tasks will start to fade away over time, replaced by a newfound confidence. So don't shy away from those challenges, embrace them. Remember, the goal is to build confidence and adaptability. Choose something enjoyable. Next, try to engage in something enjoyable before tackling nerve-wracking situations. Now this is a fun one. Picture this. You've got a big test or a presentation coming up. Your heart's racing, your palms are sweaty. What do? You choose something enjoyable to do. This could be anything that makes you happy or relaxes you. Maybe it's connecting with a good friend, watching a lighthearted video, or diving into your favorite comedy series. Perhaps it's losing yourself in the rhythm of your favorite song, or strumming a melody on your guitar. The point is to engage in activities that soothe your mind and divert your focus away from the stressor. When you immerse yourself in activities you love, it triggers a sense of comfort and familiarity, which can significantly reduce anxiety levels. This form of self-care not only lightens your mood, but also equips you with a positive mindset to tackle the task at hand. Taking time for yourself can be a powerful tool against anxiety. A workout with a friend or in a group. Another expert suggestion is to exercise either solo or with friends. Physical activity, be it a leisurely bike ride, a yoga session, a dance class, or a brisk walk, plays a crucial role in managing anxiety and stress. Engaging in these activities helps shift your focus away from stressors, letting your mind unwind and recharge. The key here is consistency. Regular exercise over time builds resilience against turbulent emotions. It's like strengthening a muscle. The more you work it out, the stronger it gets. Similarly, the more you exercise, the better you get at bouncing back from anxiety. Moreover, research indicates that teenagers who maintain high physical activity levels are less likely to develop anxiety symptoms. So, not only does exercise help manage anxiety, but it also acts as a preventive measure. Working out with a friend or in a group adds a social element to the mix, which can further help reduce anxiety levels. Remember, staying active is a great way to stay resilient against anxiety. Discuss with the concerned friend. You don't have to go through this alone. It's okay and beneficial to talk about your problems. When anxiety feels like a heavy weight, sharing your thoughts and concerns with a supportive individual can lighten the load. It could be a trusted friend, a family member, or even a professional counselor. The act of expressing what's going on inside your head can provide a sense of relief. It's like letting out the steam from a pressure cooker. Moreover, these conversations are not just about venting, they are also about finding solutions. When you talk about your worries, you're not only articulating your feelings, but also giving yourself the opportunity to see things from a different perspective. The person you're discussing with might offer a fresh viewpoint or a practical solution that you hadn't considered before. Remember, managing anxiety isn't a solo journey. It's a path where companionship can make a huge difference. Never underestimate the power of a good conversation. Know yourself. Next up, it's all about knowing yourself. You see, to manage anxiety, one of the most fundamental steps is to truly understand oneself. Now, this is not some vague self-help jargon. It's about engaging in honest self-reflection. It's about having a conversation with yourself, just as you would with a close friend. You might be wondering, how exactly do I do that? Well, it's not as complex as it sounds. Start by identifying your strengths and weaknesses. What are the things you excel at? What skills or talents make you feel proud? These are your strengths. Recognizing and reinforcing these strengths can significantly boost your confidence and reduce the anxiety surrounding situations where these strengths apply. On the other hand, we all have areas where we can improve. It's important to acknowledge these weaknesses without self-judgment. Remember, recognizing a weakness is not a sign of failure, but rather an opportunity for growth and improvement. Once you've identified these areas, you can begin to work on them, turning your so-called weaknesses into strengths over time. Now you might be thinking, what does all this have to do with anxiety? Well, understanding your strengths and weaknesses provides a sense of control. It helps you anticipate situations that might trigger anxiety and prepare for them. For instance, if public speaking is a weakness, you can start working on it in small, manageable steps. This proactive approach not only helps in managing anxiety, but also fosters a sense of accomplishment and self-improvement. Documenting all these insights can be incredibly helpful. Writing down your strengths, weaknesses, and the steps you plan to take can serve as a roadmap for your journey towards managing anxiety. It's a tangible reminder that you are in control and you have the ability to navigate through your challenges. Keep in mind, this process of self-reflection and self-improvement is ongoing. It's not a one-time thing. As you grow and evolve, so will your strengths and weaknesses. So keep checking in with yourself, keep learning, and keep growing. Remember, understanding yourself is the first step towards managing anxiety. Live a balanced life. Living a balanced life is crucial in managing anxiety. This balance should encompass regular physical activity, sufficient sleep, and a diet rich in vitamins and minerals. Regular exercise, for instance, not only keeps the body fit, but also helps to clear the mind, providing a healthy outlet for stress and tension. A good night's sleep, on the other hand, is like hitting the reset button on your mind, giving it the much-needed rest it deserves after a long day. Now let's talk about diet. Consuming a variety of foods rich in vitamins and minerals can boost your mood, energy levels, and overall well-being, making it easier to tackle anxiety head-on. And let's not forget about substance abuse. Alcohol and drugs might seem like quick fixes for anxiety, but in reality, they can exacerbate the situation and make it harder for you to cope with stress in the long run. A well-rounded lifestyle is your best weapon against anxiety. Or do not hesitate in asking for help. Last but not least, don't hesitate to ask for help. This is crucial. In a society where we're often encouraged to handle things on our own, it's important to remember that it's okay to reach out when you need it. We all have our strengths and weaknesses, and recognizing when we're out of our depth isn't a sign of failure. It's a sign of wisdom and self-awareness. Just as you'd seek out a mechanic when your car isn't running smoothly, or a doctor when you're physically unwell, it's equally important to seek out professional help when your mental health is suffering. Mental health professionals are equipped with the tools and training to help you navigate through your struggles. They can offer strategies and techniques that you might not have known about otherwise. We all encounter challenges that test our limits. Sometimes these challenges can feel overwhelming. When this happens, it's perfectly okay to admit that you need help. You're not expected to have all the answers. No one does. Remember, it's perfectly okay to lean on others when things get tough. It's not a sign of weakness, but a sign of strength. There's often a stigma attached to mental health. It's seen as something to hide or be ashamed of, but this couldn't be further from the truth. Mental health is just as important as physical health. It's time we start treating it as such. Your mental health matters. You matter. Recognizing your boundaries is a key part of this. We all have our limits, and it's important to respect them. If you're feeling overwhelmed, it's okay to take a step back. If you're feeling like you're not coping, it's okay to ask for help. Lastly, know that you're not alone in this. There are people who want to help, who are ready and willing to lend a hand. Asking for help isn't a burden. It's a step towards healing and growth. It's a step towards understanding yourself better and taking care of your mental health. Remember, it's okay to ask for help. You're not alone in this. Conclusion. To conclude, managing anxiety is a multifaceted process. It involves pushing your limits, gradually taking on tasks that provoke anxiety and turning them into opportunities for growth. It's about choosing enjoyable activities as a respite from stress and embracing the power of physical activity, either on your own or with friends. It's also crucial to have open conversations with someone you trust about your concerns and to engage in self-reflection, acknowledging both your strengths and areas for improvement. Living a balanced life, complete with regular exercise, adequate sleep, and a nutritious diet, serves as a solid foundation for managing anxiety. And perhaps most importantly, never shy away from seeking help when you need it. Reach out to professionals if things feel overwhelming. Recognize that anxiety is a part of life, and it's okay to ask for help. No matter what, remember, you're not alone in this. And if you like this video, do not forget to subscribe and follow the Psychology and Physical Training channel for more videos. Thanks for watching.